Hey guys, welcome to Dance, Sport, and Life. I'm your host, Alex, and today we're sitting down with Winson Tam, who is the winner of the World Cup in Latin in the WDSF, as well as an overall hilarious human being, a food lover, and an entrepreneur. Check it out what he's got to say. I don't know why, I feel like every time I try to spell your name, I misspell it.
It's either Vincent or Winston.
It's either Winston or
Wilson.
Wilson. Yeah, those are the two.
Yeah, those are the...
So where did Winson come from?
Because my Chinese name is Winson. So my dad made it similar. Because usually with like, I guess most Asian people, they have like a random English name.
Oh, okay.
So let's say my name could be Bob.
Yeah.
Or could be anything. They just kind of make it up. But my dad made it similar to my Chinese name.
I love that.
So it kind of makes sense.
It makes sense and it makes you stand out.
Yes.
Like it's kind of a win-win, I feel like.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, we have your name. I already have your socials. Tell me your, I guess, pedigree. Is that maybe the best way to say it? your roster of wins and placings and all these things.
I think our biggest achievement was the adult 10 dance. We were world champions.
Wow.
And we won the under 21. It's funny because, like, let's say we won the under 21 10 dance in Canada. So that time we were, well, I've been living in Canada for many years and we were representing Canada. So we won, let's say, in my country. And then during the adults, we won in Moscow, in Russia.
You competed in Russia as well?
Yeah, that time, yes. That was 2019. So right before COVID happened and the whole everything.
Yeah.
And that was my partner, Anastasia's country. So we won both our worlds in our home countries.
That's wild.
Yeah.
My assumption was that you just do Latin and you've done Latin just for, most of your career. So I came back to dance this summer, 20-year hiatus. I know nothing between 2003 and now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I see you guys in Mallorca, I think.
Uh-huh.
Just Latin.
Just Latin.
Yeah. So I just assumed they just do Latin. They're the Latin couple. So this is crazy that you're like, oh yeah, we also won 10 dance.
Yeah.
Wow.
We did. I think we were one of the very few couples that not only did 10 dance, but we competed both disciplines separately in all the majors.
Right.
So I was doing the World Championship Standard, World Championship Latin, and the 10 dance. And on all the World Opens and Grand Slam, I was always doing both disciplines until I decided to stop ballroom.
When did you decide that?
Basically, the year we won the 10 dance, we still had the World Championships Standard. I think it was in Lithuania in December. So I knew that like my goal was to win the 10 dance and stop ballroom and focus on one. So like that year, 2019 was my last year doing ballroom.
Okay. I have a billion questions of just that, but let's start from the beginning and then we'll hopefully get back to sort of 2019 present day.
Okay.
How did you start dancing?
My dad forced me. He's a dancer.
Okay.
He, for those of you who don't know, in Hong Kong, there's a big culture for tea and dinner dancing.
Tea and dinner dancing?
Yeah, so basically it's like a little party type of thing. You can have tea there, eat, there's music playing, and you dance. And my dad started off doing that in Hong Kong.
He was dancing at them or hosting them or attending them?
He was learning how to ballroom dance.
That's how he learned at these parties?
Yeah, like probably he had some group classes as well. And then he would, kind of like it's a social event. Like can switch partners, whatever. So he enjoyed ballroom dancing.
Interesting.
And then when I was born, I was imitating him and he was teaching me some steps and he saw like a talent. So when I immigrated to Canada,
Which was at what age?
When I was 7.
Okay.
So he put me to all these extracurricular activities. So I was like swimming, dancing. I played the Chinese violin. I had to learn piano. And then slowly, I quit everything except for ballroom dancing.
Interesting. How old are you?
Now I'm 29.
Oh, you're young. Okay.
Not that young.
I mean, I'm 36 and I moved to the US in 2003,
Mm-hmm.
and I was 14. And at the time, I was in Florida, and there was no place for a 14-year-old to dance, at least at the level that I was dancing in Romania. So I quit. So it's
That's a
really
shame.
nice, actually,
Yeah.
that you were able to find a good school, obviously.
Yes.
Where were you in Canada?
Toronto.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I feel like if I was in New York or LA, I probably would have had
Yeah.
the chance too, but Florida, at the time at least, nobody. Now there's people. There's actually Anton.
Anton. Yes.
I'm meeting him in December. We're shooting some stuff together.
Hey.
Yeah, he told me he was like, I think also 10
fellow
dance.
Canadian,
Yeah,
yeah.
in Canada. That's crazy. Okay, small world. So you moved to Toronto, age 7, continue doing dance.
Yes.
Do you take it seriously? Is it just for fun? Like, how do you feel about it?
I don't think I took dancing seriously till I was like maybe 13, 14, 15, that age. I mean, I don't think at that age, I didn't want to become a dancer when I grew up. Like it was like a thing that I liked, I enjoyed, and I got good results in, but I didn't think I'd become a dancer or a teacher. I thought it was more of a hobby type of thing.
Okay.
I think until probably 14, I would say, because slowly, like I started to represent Canada going to the World Championships.
At 14?
No, I started at actually, it's funny because in Canada, there was no like junior 1, junior 2. It was just junior.
Okay.
So at 12 to 16, it was one category.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Big range.
Yeah. So then basically, I think maybe 13 was the first time I represented Canada to go to remember it was the Worlds in Spain, in Barcelona, the 10 dance. And then, yeah,
How did you do?
I think I was in quarter. But for 10 dance, it was like only a quarter.
Right. You were
Maybe
like,
it was
that's
like
where
a
we
48.
started.
So it was like, and I was like shorter than my partner, like half a head, super
age.
fat.
Wow.
I was really chubby. It was funny because like at that time, I had, in my Latin costume, I had to wear like a corset.
Wow. So to fit everything in?
Yeah. And it was the worst feeling in the world. It was like a really tight, skin-colored, elastic bodysuit that would just hold my body.
That's crazy. So
Yeah.
when did you shift from that to like obviously lean, healthy?
14 summer.
Okay, so after that championship in the corset, you were like, never again, I'm going home and hitting the gym.
No. I just hit puberty, I guess.
Okay, you just
happened.
shot up?
Yeah, because like that summer, my partner at the time went on vacation for like a month.
Okay,
And I was just like outside swimming with my friends every day.
amazing.
And somehow it just happened. And that was it. I
And
didn't
then-
really do fitness or anything.
We were talking at breakfast this morning a little bit. Do you still not do fitness?
No, I do.
Okay,
I'm not super consistent at it.
Okay.
I should be more, but let's say when I moved to Slovenia, I have a fitness trainer there.
okay.
So then now that I live in Hong Kong, I still contact him and he gives me a plan leading up to some major events, but it's not
Nice.
like I'm very consistent throughout the whole year.
Okay.
But besides fitness, we have a sports psychologist as well.
Oh, nice.
So I do that.
What does that consist of?
Mental exercise, how to prepare mentally before the comp, what you do if you get nervous, things like
I
that.
love that. That's
Breathing
actually really cool.
exercises, visualizing.
Like Kobe.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it makes sense.
Not to that extreme, I think, for
Right.
me. Yeah.
Yeah.
So something like that.
Interesting. Does he work with other dancers or other athletes?
I've heard he works with other dancers as well.
Nice.
I mean, he was doing like, he actually is I think, teacher in a university.
I love that.
Yeah. So
What's his name? Can we name drop? Is he secret?
actually, he's a world finalist in senior Latin.
Okay, so he also dances.
He also dances. So he knows.
Amazing.
And he recently did a study about charisma,
Wow,
is-
that's cool.
which is I find very interesting.
Yeah,
So yeah.
I'll have to check that out. There's
Maybe it could be your next interview.
there you go. How far do I have to fly to?
It's in Europe.
Okay, it's in Europe. Perfect. All right, so you went Canada until what age?
16,
When you moved to Slovenia?
7. The year I was turning 17, I moved to Slovenia.
So you like transferred school and everything?
Yeah.
Or did,
So basically, went to an international high school in Slovenia, and that was it. Graduated high school and no university. Well, this is the university.
This is the university, right?
Basically,
yeah, for sure. Was it hard moving from country to country? Obviously, we're not even at the end of your journey yet, but is it hard, I guess, moving countries?
Actually, for me, it was fun because I've been to Slovenia a few times already. I had friends there.
Okay.
I had a roommate that was a dancer that we got along with. So, like, he drove me everywhere. We go to practice to the studio together, you know. Every night eat kebab together. You know, the budget-friendly, healthy food. Yeah. Yeah. So it was good. It was good.
Put some more in
It
there.
was really fun. Like, I mean, I think for a guy, you know, moving out at such a young age, it's fun.
Yeah. I mean, I would have loved it.
Yeah. So
I remember even just going to camp for a couple of weeks. It was like so much fun. It's like camp for life. Right? Yeah. Were you living in Russia when you competed for Russia in 2019, or was it just because
it was just the comp there? So I never lived in Russia.
Okay.
Yeah. So
you were representing Russia. Yeah.
No, I represented Canada. We just won the Worlds.
I see.
In Russia, but Anastasia is Russian, so that's why it's like we won.
Yeah,
in
on
Canada,
her turf.
On each of our turfs, let's say.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
And then, do you currently represent Canada or Hong Kong?
Hong Kong now.
When did you switch from? And it was just Canada, Hong Kong.
Yeah.
When was that switch?
When was the Worlds in Cebu, Latin? That was
when I wasn't back in dance yet.
Last year. I switched last year, basically. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, quite recent.
Can I ask what prompted the shift?
Because we decided to live in Hong Kong. So to be a champion of the place where you live, I think for your status working in that country, let's say, working in Hong Kong, it is better.
Did it play out as you intended?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
And what made you move back to Hong Kong?
Financial reasons, for sure.
It's just a better space to be a dancer.
Yeah, because I think it's a cool community of dancers.
Nice.
It's a very small city, and all the studios are very close.
Okay.
So like I could be walking on the street, I would see Salvo.
Really?
Yeah. On the street, we practice together. Clement drops by, you know, like we host group practices. So like, it's just all the federations are there.
Interesting.
So it's like in States, there's a lot of great dancers, but it's so big.
Everywhere.
Right? So it's like just one or two good dancers in this state. Another one is like completely on the other side.
Yeah.
Maybe they meet up on the major comps, but in Hong Kong, like I can see great dancers on the street.
Wild.
In every studio is like some top pro there, you know. So and when we practice, it's like it's fire.
It's like finals of like every federation.
And the studio there is like super small.
Okay.
So like when the top pros they practice and they like give it, they're all preparing for like Blackpool or whatever majors they have. Like you feel that energy.
Oh man. Now I definitely have to come just to spectate.
Yeah.
Okay, so is it too small? Like, do you feel like there's so much talent on the teacher side? Are there enough students?
In Hong Kong, you mean?
Yeah.
I think there are a lot of dancers in Hong Kong, actually.
Okay.
Even kids starting out. I think it's quite a popular thing. But I think it's in Hong Kong, it's like a little bit club orientated.
Like
they belong to like a school.
Got it.
Like a studio, not a school,
a
studio.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and yeah, they have like a home teacher the good thing in Hong Kong is that they have an opportunity at a young age already to experience top pro.
Yeah, that makes a big difference, right?
That makes a huge difference.
You get really you get inspired. You're like, I want to be like so and so.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's cool. So now that you're in Hong Kong, you're basically like home, back home or home, double home for you guys now.
Yeah.
What's your life like? Do you have like a morning routine, a day routine, or is it all over the place?
Okay, because of the work and stuff, I adjust the schedule sometimes towards the schedule of my teaching.
Okay.
So whenever I have time in between or I have like a gap, I do the practice then. So it's not like a set time I practice from 9 to 12 every single day. It varies.
Okay.
Sometimes I could practice in the morning if I start in the afternoon or vice versa. But no like super strict exact routine.
Okay.
I just need my coffee in the morning.
Okay.
And that's how I start the day.
Nice. So that's like the only sort of like constant.
Yes.
Your morning coffee.
Morning coffee.
Is it like a drip or like espresso machine or what?
Espresso machine.
Okay.
So I got a machine. I buy beans from a supplier, which is a dancer who imports beans from Italy.
Supporting dancers. I love it. That's good.
Yeah. And yeah, I grind the beans. The apartment smells amazing.
I love
And I
that.
make the
Do
coffee.
you hand grind or do you have like one of those?
No, I have the
nice
machine.
professional
But
grinder?
I need to get a hand grinder because the machine doesn't, my machine is not like some next level top notch thing.
Okay.
It doesn't grind fine enough.
I can speak from experience. During COVID, I got a hand grinder and I thought I was going to be so zen and meditate each morning and then do like, you know, my... When you want that coffee and you have to grind what feels like forever for like just one like shot's worth.
Yes.
You wish you had an automatic grinder. It was, I would like not be zen because I was just like, get this fucking thing done already. Oh man. But
I believe.
Yeah, maybe just having both just in case. So what do you do for your health? You do obviously the sports psychology, you work out sometimes. Is there anything else like supplement wise or sleep wise or anything else that you do that's like for your health and like your body obviously being ready to compete and to stay in shape as you're...
I eat whatever I crave for.
Okay.
So nothing with food. I don't take any vitamins. I don't take supplements of any kind.
Nice.
Not much, honestly.
Interesting. I saw
Not
on your
much.
Instagram that food is life.
Yes, food is life.
Tell me about food is life.
I mean, I love to eat.
Okay, me too.
And I love to watch people eat.
Interesting. Like you watch those YouTube channels of people?
Yeah.
No
or
way.
like YouTube channels of people going to different countries to try their like local specialities or whatever.
Okay.
So I like to watch people eat. I don't like to eat alone.
Okay.
So unless,
It's like a social event then.
so if I'm with Nastia, good, we eat together, we can talk while eating. If I
Yeah.
eat alone, I watch a guy eating,
Wow.
which is something weird. I
That's
don't know.
interesting. Yeah. I've never done that, but I know it's obviously a thing that people love.
Yeah, so
And
I
it's
like
huge.
watch Mark Wiens, you know, Andrew Zimmern back in the day.
Wow.
So they're like going to different countries trying, and they're
You're just
eating
like, "Yeah, me too."
on the phone,
Yeah.
and I'm eating as well.
That's crazy. Hong Kong's a good place to be a foodie though, right?
Yeah, you can find it, anything there, everything.
What's like the weirdest stuff that you like to eat? Or
In
have
Hong Kong,
tried?
there's actually nothing super weird.
Interesting.
Okay, there's like street food, which is like they have like these curry fish balls or
Okay. Pretty
deep
weird.
fried pork intestine. It's like innards,
Right. Okay, yeah.
right? So like, you know, tripe,
Yeah.
all that stuff,
There's tripe soup in
Chicken
Romania. It's
feet.
nice.
chicken feet.
That's pretty weird.
It is pretty weird, but
But it's like normal to you, like normal weird.
it's not that I enjoy or eat it,
Okay.
right?
It's like a...
if a dish would come, it's
Right.
not like I'm disgusted by it.
Okay.
I would, what I learned from my dad is that whatever it is, try it one time.
Yeah.
After you try it, if you don't like it, you don't have to eat it, but
Right.
at least try it.
Yeah.
So like, let's say some weird stuff I ate in China, rabbit head,
Rabbit
the head of the rabbit.
head.
Yeah, it's just the head.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Like with ears?
um,
What does it look
don't
like?
know.
How does it come served?
it's like literally, there you don't really see the ears. I think it like dissolved after deep frying it, or they.
Fair.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
more like bony. There's some meat on it. You eat
just
the
suck
brain
on
of
it?
it, and
Wow.
it's really like sauced. So it's
Okay.
not that you really taste anything.
Could be anything, yeah.
Yeah, it could be. It could be like a very lean chicken.
I feel like everything just tastes like chicken.
Yeah.
Chicken's like the universal equalizer.
Yeah, I mean frog tastes like chicken.
Right, yeah.
So that I've tried because when I was in watching those videos, I
Saved
heard.
it.
Yeah, I heard that in Chengdu, I guess in that small district in Chengdu was famous for rabbit head.
Oh, cool.
So the first time I went to Chengdu for the Worlds or the Grand Slam, I don't even remember. I was like, I must try a rabbit head.
Right. That's
So I
bucket list.
asked the lobby, where's the good rabbit head? I went, and it was just so spiced, like it's just spicy.
You wouldn't do it again.
That was it. It's not worth the effort. It's
Right.
bony, not a lot of meat,
Yeah.
and it's hard work.
Yeah. You're hungry after.
Yeah.
I love that.
Tried the brain of the pig.
Okay. Fried?
No, they barbecue it. They sauce it up like crazy.
Yeah.
It tastes like tofu
Yeah.
at the end. So it's nothing. That's about it.
That's interesting. Would you ever go into the food industry? What would you do? What would you do if you weren't dancing? Like if at 7 or at 6 your dad would have just never pushed you to dancing, what do you think you'd be doing right now?
Food critic.
Really?
I don't know.
Traveling. You could do like dance and food critic. You could go dance places and try their food. I'd watch that.
Yeah, okay. I think about that, actually.
There you go. New TV show they're going to
Yeah.
pitch Netflix. You ready for this? Okay, food critic. So you wouldn't like prepare the food? You would never be like a chef or a restaurateur or anything like that?
No, I mean, I like to
just wanna
cook, but
Okay.
I think being a chef is a tough job.
Yeah, I think so too.
I
It
think.
seems intense.
I don't
I
want to
mean,
be.
being a dancer is a tough
I don't want to
job,
be
too.
yelled at by Gordon Ramsay, you know?
Yeah. You're an Indian sandwich.
Yes.
The gift just popped up the other day. I
Yes.
was like, it's hilarious.
But that's iconic, you know?
Right, it is. Like, I can't believe he did that. He got away with that.
Yeah.
Now you'd get canceled for stuff like that. You can't even, like, touch someone with a piece of bread.
Yes.
What are you? That's great.
Indian sandwich.
It's great. I
It's
wonder
amazing.
if it's scripted. What are like the next, you're young, you're 29. Let's say 10 years from now, what do you think is going on in Winson's life?
Well, I'm pushing to win the World Latin.
Okay.
That's one of my goals. I do want to stay in the dance industry
Okay.
and maybe judge. I think for sure that's going to be a plan of mine. Get the judging license, then decide if I want to judge or not. At least have it.
Yeah.
Our brand.
Yeah,
thing.
I saw that.
So we're hoping to expand on that
When did you launch that?
during COVID.
Good time.
2020. It's low 2020. So
fair.
we launched it 2020.
I didn't get a chance to look. I read that at first it was a YouTube channel.
Yeah, because I chose the name Load.
Yeah, Life of a Dancer.
Yeah.
Right.
And then I decided to if we're going to open up a brand, why not just call it the same?
Okay, so did you ever start the YouTube and the videos and all that? Or by the time you chose the name, you just started
No,
the
I
brand?
made vlogs at the beginning.
Okay, cool.
So
You like that?
behind the scene on comps. I
Okay.
enjoyed it because let's say it pumped me up before I went on the floor.
Okay.
So because nobody wants to see a sad vlog.
Right.
So I was vlogging
Hey.
I was even if I was tired,
Right.
I would right before the round, I'm like, yo, what's up? How are you guys doing? We're getting ready for the third round. I'm excited. Da-na-na. And then I go on the floor and I'm like, yeah.
That's amazing.
But now, that's tough. I just want to be, I think when I was younger, I liked to more socialize with people in between.
Right.
I was more active going around, whatever. I didn't want to be in.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
now
yeah.
it's completely opposite.
Right.
I
Feel
want
like
to
I
be
need my
concentrated.
space,
Yeah,
yeah.
I need the space. I don't want to talk to a lot of people. I want to concentrate, be in my bubble,
Right.
and then go on the floor and smash it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So now vlogging on the comp for me, it's tiring.
Well, it'd be fun. We can vlog for you. I moved to DC in 2018, and I found a teacher, some sort of Russian background teacher, who was really good. And for 4 or 5 months, I was like, I'm gonna get back into dance. I think I was 30 at the time. I was like, I have enough time till 35 to put a dent in the US. But then 3 months later, I quit because my ex-wife didn't understand how you can have a relationship with a partner that's not like a love relationship and still do a Roomba and be there and be so excited that you're connecting. And then you go home and she's like, you're connecting. So,
Yeah.
I was like, I can't, the marriage ended anyway, so I should have just stuck
Okay.
with it. But yeah, we long turnaround. I'd love to actually figure out how we can spend a few days with you guys, maybe in Hong Kong. Maybe
Come by.
Yeah, because I think it's really fun. Like obviously it's great sitting down with you here, and we're sitting tomorrow with Anastasia, but it'd be great to just show the world your life, and like your life at home, and who you are outside of the dance floor. Because I'm gonna tell the story for the camera, but when I saw you 2 days ago, I like knew that I knew you, but I couldn't place you simply because you didn't have your hair done.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy how much more there is to you, and now like your personality is coming through and all this. It's amazing. I would have never gotten to know that about you from just seeing you dance, right? Because you're like a serious, professional, really good dancer. And then there's the other side. Okay, fair. No, but like you're professional about it. I would have never known anything else about it. So I'd love to yeah, let's shake on it. Okay, we're gonna do it.
Come to Hong Kong.
So last 3 questions. What are 3 products you can't leave home without?
Watch, dance shoes, and my keys, I guess. Carry much.
You're like, oh, what's the 3rd thing?
I didn't carry much.
Favorite place to vacation or relax?
Actually, hard question.
Okay.
Vacationing was never in my culture.
Interesting. So what because you're a dancer?
No,
Or
because it
of
was
Hong
just
Kong?
no. My parents never
Just
took me
family.
on vacation.
Do you go on vacation now?
Now, yes, because Nastia taught me to go
nice.
on a vacation.
Love that.
Yeah, so I went to a few places. We were in Philippines. We went to Croatia before when we were in Slovenia, so it was close. But like vacationing was never a family thing. For me, like my parents said, you went to America for a comp, that's your vacation.
Fair.
Because I traveled there,
Yeah, you
I
already went
enjoyed,
there.
I didn't go to school for those few days.
Right.
That's your vacation.
Fair.
So for me to answer that is kind
You're
of
like, I don't
difficult.
know.
It's like,
Is it beach? Is beach like the commonality
Yeah.
of all those? Okay, so beach,
resort, where I do nothing.
resort. Okay,
Resort.
Everything's available.
Yes.
Perfect. Last question. What's the last? Do you read books?
No.
Do you listen to podcasts?
No.
Do you watch TV shows?
No.
Do you watch movies?
Rare. I have a Netflix account
Okay.
that I don't use.
Well, that literally cuts out. I was going to
I
ask. the
watched
last
an anime
book.
recently.
Okay, which one?
Ippo. It's called Ippo.
EPO?
IPPO.
EPO. Okay.
Yeah, it was a random anime about boxing.
I know which one. Yeah. Very random. You're right.
Yes. That was
Cool.
the last thing I watched.
Perfect. Well, that's
The
a very
rapid question,
anticlimactic. That was a very anticlimactic finish, but I appreciate the time.